head him up, move him out, head him up, move him out, rawhide. Right him in, right him out, right him in, I'm sorry, Cliff.
Yeah, forget it, Donald. Jeez, what's going on?
Oh, I'm swabbing, scrubbing, scouring, and sponging the whole darn place. In short, I'm a white tornado.
Well, that explains it.
Well, I started small. I was looking for the celery salt. I couldn't find it, but by the time I'd removed all the spices, I realized it was time to reline the cabinets.
Hey, Sean Connery shelf paper. Bond, James Bond.
Anywho, before I knew it, I was caught up in a cleaning frenzy. And now, I've got to get rid of some of this stuff. Memorabilia, souvenirs, keepsakes, they are taking over my life. For instance, what do I need this for?
Donald, can we forget the gorilla suit for a second?
Cliff, I only do this once a year. I have to be ruthless. Completely without Ruth. Still, I remember the Velvet Spike Safari night. The jungle drums, the gallon of banana daiquiris, Javier the Ape Man and me. It's a keeper.
Look, Donald, could you talk to me for a minute?
Oh, sure, of course. What's on your mind?
Yeah, well, you see, it's like this. Joe's looking to hire a manager for the point after, and he won't even consider me.
Did he say why?
Yeah. Yeah, he said something about a lack of commitment.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, can you believe that? Me, a lack of commitment?
You? Well, maybe there's just the teensiest bit of truth to that.
What?
Well, for instance, that is, for example, and this just comes to mind. At first, you wanted to play baseball for a living.
Hey, wait a minute. That wasn't my fault. You know that all the commitment in the world doesn't mean squat if you can't hit the curveball.
True. But maybe you weren't devoted enough to making yourself really good.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you also wanted to be a sports writer until you traded your quill for a Cuisinart.
All right, so I found out that I like cooking better. So what? Hey, you know, it takes courage to make those kinds of choices.
It also takes courage to throw yourself on a hand grenade, but you don't want to do it too often.
All right, Don, look, all I know is that I have a lot of ideas for the point after. You know, I even drew up a proposal for a catering department that would turn Joe's business into a gold mine.
That's great. Why haven't you pursued it?
Well, something came up.
Oh,
Hey, look, why don't you come over to my place now, take a look at the proposal? You know, I think you'd really be impressed.
Cliff, I'd love to, but I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but hey, you know, you could do this later.
Cliff, I finish what I start.
Oh, I see, and I don't. Fine. You know, you're no different than Joe and Lou.
Oh, Cliff.
Yeah, well, I'll show you. I'll show all of you. I'm gonna hit the streets, and I'm gonna drum up that catering business. You know, it's about time everyone started taking Cliff Waters seriously.
You believe that guy?
Oh, shut up. Go on, give it.
Get down. Go, what are you doing? Get down. Oh, Javier. As you can see by my resume, I graduated with honors from the Cornell School of Hotel Management and apprenticed in Paris at the famed Cordon Bleu.
I see. The famed corner of blue and what?
Oh, please. Well, I must say, your qualifications are excellent, but it seems your last job ended rather abruptly. Would you care to explain?
It was just the silliest thing. The owner's wife was convinced that I was having an affair with her husband.
Thank you very much. We'll be in touch.
Hey, you didn't let her finish.
Lou, that woman was obviously a malcontent.
Hey, race should not be an issue here.
Lou, don't you have somewhere to go?
No.
Look, when Joe said that you would help me with the preliminary interviews, I thought, great. Now here's a man who knows a good worker when he sees one.
Right. If you'd let me handle this my way from the start, we'd be out of here by now.
But Lou, all you want to do is ask that one ridiculous question.
But it can tell you a lot about a person. Just watch. Hello, and I am?
I don't know.
And you are?
Bob Jones.
Uh-huh. Now, hypothermally speaking, Bob, if you was to run a joint for a guy and the guy had a brother who liked to drop by for an occasional beer, would you charge the brother for said brewski?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Get out of here.
There, Lou, are you happy?
Sure am. Saved myself about $80 a month.
Hey, guys. Still interviewing for the manager's job?
Hi, Clippy.
Yeah, well, don't let me bother you. I'll just take down the stools and get everything ready for another busy day.
Cliff, look, I heard what happened with Joe, and I'm really sorry. I mean, you know that I think you're one terrific guy, and I have to admit I feel a little uncomfortable being in this position. God knows how you must feel. It must be awful. So, I'll be leaving now.
Thanks, Sam.
Lou?
Come along, Slim. Now, hypothermally speaking here.
Greetings, go-getters!
Hey, Donald.
Oh, Cliff, you're not still angry about the other day, are you?
Nah. Can I get you a white wine?
Thanks.
Well, we're out.
What? Cliff?
Oh, I'm sorry, Donald. It's just this catering thing. It's not turning out the way I hoped. I mean, nobody wants to trust an unknown. You know, I've never faced so much rejection in my life.
Obviously, we've never written Kevin Costner to set up a dinner date.
You know, I'm starting to think all of you are right. Maybe I'm just not good enough.
Cliff Waters, you stop it.
Look, Donald, it's just...
Cliff, I want you to know that I have faith in you. In fact, my publishing company is close to signing a deal with Miller Rhodes to handle his memoirs.
Miller Rhodes, the Major League umpire?
Uh-huh. And we're planning to arrange a catered affair to lure him into signing. And I think that with your athletic background, you would be the perfect person to cater such an affair right here in this restaurant.
Donald, are you doing this out of pity?
Well, yes.
I'll take it.
Good. Now, remember, nothing fancy. Remember, these are men who spit for distance.
Not to worry, not to worry. You are in the hands of a pro. Yeah, and this pro's gonna show Joe what a real manager can do.
Cliff, just be yourself, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, hey, Donald, you are a good friend. No, you are a great friend. No, you are the most
Cliff,
incredible...
stop! You're going to embarrass me.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry.
I said you were going to, not yet. Hello, and welcome to the Miller Rhodes Extravaganza.
Thanks. Where can I spit?
Spittoons are conveniently located at both ends of the bar.
Now, that's classy.
Donald.
Penny, what are you doing here?
Donald, I'm mad. I finally convinced Mike into flying off with his client in that private jet.
Well, I'm happy for you, but right now we're having a little publishing gathering.
Yeah, I thought it would be good for him. I thought it would be good for his career.
You're very wise.
Donald! Mike called from 30,000 feet. They were on their way to Las Vegas. Glasses were clinking, girls were giggling. He sounded so happy I wanted to kill him.
Penny, I'm sure it is all very innocent. Well, Miller, what do you think?
What do you mean, what do I think?
Well, your story is remarkable, and my company would love to publish your memoirs.
Oh, you would you?
Well, would I could, I would.
Donald.
Penny, please. After all, I find umpires fascinating subjects. Imagine you sent Billy Martin to the showers 8 times in one season?
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. If someone kicked dirt on my wingtips, I'd do the same thing.
Excuse me.
Hey, this is between him and me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Why don't you tell me about the time that you threw Howard Cosell out of the broadcast booth all the way from first base?
Hey, that was a good call. And I did the country a service.
Mingle, Miller. Enjoy yourself. Watch your pressure. Too many double headers.